I have a bot in the Discord that's supposed to post every time I go live, and it just quit working like 2 months ago. I haven't figured out why. Stop muting my channel. Holy crap. I appreciate it, because earlier I was setting up maps and I couldn't pull up the token anymore. I'm like, well, he's trying to make it obvious. There's a way to click on the chat and open it out. I'm not sure. If anything, just turn it down and turn it face down if you want, but... You have no idea how much Leland hates that emote. Okay, just giving me a second. John, if you click the little open chat button next in the voice channel, there's a link in there that'll pull up the map for you, the virtual tabletop. Obviously, D&D's map feature is still in beta. I prefer to use it because it's less intensive on people's machines. If somebody's trying to play on a potato, Roll20 like lags and it's just awful. And so I did too, and I'm like, and then part of me is like, I've spent like $400 in books on D&D Beyond that I don't want to buy again. But we are all here. We are about to go live. Turn the music down. Oh, the channel's on, but they can't hear us. They can hear me now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and our non-conforming friends, welcome to Minhal Thursday Table. We are back after a bit of a hiatus. Unfortunately, last week I was just sick. Sorry, couldn't do it. I tried my best, but my allergies got the best of me and I didn't have my prescription filled. But we're back now.
Popped a Benny and knocked the hell out.
Yeah. Took some liquid Benadryl and paid the price. Oh, so welcome everybody back. Is there anybody willing to volunteer to do a recap for our last episode? Does anybody remember what happened?
Doug, I got you. I died.
You did die.
That's all he knows.
That's all we remember.
It was a session-long combat. It was probably the longest, grindiest combat we've had so far. As you guys confronted the goblins at their camp. Took care of them. Started picking them off. Some of you got in invisibly. Razamol got on top of a tower and was just doing a little trick where he stood up, took a shot, laid down. Stood up, took a shot, laid down. Boculus went giant crab mode and ran around. Brex, you got in there with some heals, some clutch heals, but they weren't clutch enough. As you faced Gornva Bloodletter, the orc barbarian, he was able to put Serpad down, not once, but twice. And the second time, he made sure Serpad stayed down. You guys then looted. You found maps and plans for the invasion. Letters from somebody on the council who seems to be assisting. You found signs of more orcs that you hadn't encountered yet, so you know that there's a couple more orcs out there somewhere. You each got mounts. Everybody's got a horse now.
Shit.
And some
Oh, I
carts.
forgot about the horses.
And you gather up treasure, and you load it onto these extra carts. And Sir Dinnigan pulls out a scroll of gentle repose and casts it on Sir Pad's corpse, so he does not rot, nor does can he become undead for the next 10 days. But now, armed with horses, you should be able to make it back to town faster than you got out here, but you still do have about a day and a half worth of travel while mounted. And with that, we pick back up back at the camp. If there's any role plays that you guys want to do here at the camp, we will allow that to happen. Otherwise, let me know that you guys are ready to move back south towards the town, and we will get that started.
I would like to remind everybody that Razumol is very pissed at Boculus. To get in the right headspace.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say inside Brex's head, I don't think he's blaming anyone. I feel like he is more thinking of what he could have done to help, what he could have done to save him.
I think this is also a bit of a shock for Brex.
Yes,
Because
very much so.
outside of,
First
like,
time
the
we've seen
orc
death.
Yeah, it's... And watching
It's
goblins
rough.
and stuff die is one thing, but this is a guy you've been traveling with for a little while.
So he's a little distraught at the moment. No, not a little, actually, a lot. He's a lot distraught.
Boculus is examining his beautiful new hand axe that he can't seem to look away from.
I forgot about the hand axe. Yep.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure Valiant feels a lot of shame right now that he wasn't able to defend one of his companions.
Mhm.
He feels a bit bad because he did save his life in that fight. So not feeling so great right now.
Yeah, it's a somber mood. Even Sir Dinnigan, who's pretty hurt, is not his typical boisterous, cocky self as he helps load Sir Paddington onto the cart, and he casts this spell over him. And he places Sir Pad's weapon on his chest and crosses his arms over them. "'Tis an unfortunate part of warfare, but perhaps somebody at the temple back in Tosin could help us."
Are we gonna bury Gornva?
I'm not going to touch him. He can rot for all I care.
Let the Carrions have their way with that one.
And just in case, I want to cut his head off with my new axe, just to be sure he's never coming back.
Hell yeah, dude. I was literally just thinking that.
Give it a good toss.
Yeah, you make swift work of the orc's neck.
Fantastic.
In loot, did I also put the ever-smoking bottle in there? Yes, so you guys
Yes,
have the
you did.
ever-smoking bottle. And he was wearing a ring of free action as well. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, that's in there too.
Okay, just making sure that we had the loot all straight. Okay, we will bring up the map for the stream. Hey, 6 viewers. Take part in the chat, guys. We love to hear from you. All right.
Valiant, that ring is probably best for you.
Oh, really?
The force resistance one.
There is a ring of force resistance and a ring of free action.
The free action is probably either the bard or the ranger.
Whoever you would like to not be susceptible to hold person.
The bard. Do you want all 23 mundane scimitars?
Yeah, just
Scimitars.
throw just pull them out of my, just like lob them everywhere, kind of like just
In case-
ninja stars.
Yeah, in case you ever have to juggle.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot all about scimitars. I didn't even make the emote I was gonna make or anything.
Oh, I forgot about that too. Oh, I love
Thank you for reminding me.
it.
I'm gonna write that down.
But actually, I'm not 100% sure what the ring of free action does. What is it? What we talk about, the free action one or the other one?
Yeah, the free action one.
Free action. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what that does. I might need to look at
It
that.
is in D&D Beyond's item list. It is.
Yeah, I will definitely have to look at that real quick.
It basically means that you can't be slowed down by magical means. So whole person doesn't work.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can't be paralyzed or restrained. Difficult terrain doesn't phase you.
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely take it if no one else wants it.
There you go.
Okay, I'll add it to my stuff.
I have no need for money, so you guys can have my share.
Not
Oh,
when
he
you-
says until he sees a pile of gold.
and
You hear from
gems.
you hear from the grave.
Yeah, as long as I don't see it, that's greed is a very strong vice with Boculus.
We're gonna have to change that party token eventually, huh? As you guys see it, who wants to lead the way south?
Whose horse is pulling Boculus? I mean, not Boculus. Pulling Sarpad.
I am.
So there were a lot of
Cool.
horses here. You guys picked some out for your mounts, but it seems like they were collecting the horses.
Yeah, just
They-
make one of the horse tokens the party token.
For those who were there for the original goblin fight, if you remember, the carriages were left behind and the horses were stolen from that first ambush fight.
Right. I think I remember that in the episode. Did the horses look? Did some of them look wild? Like they had just captured them, or did they like steal them from like the carriages and all that stuff?
It seems like these are trained horses that were stolen
Gotcha.
from the caravan ambushes that have been happening. Whoever decides to lead the way, I just need a survival roll.
We still in the forest?
Yes, but not for long.
Okay, well, we're in the forest for now, so that's what matters.
Yeah, let the ranger handle that one.
I was gonna say whoever's using the cart to pull Sarpad, I guess will be leading the way.
Can't remember if I get advantage if I'm in my favorite terrain or not.
Yeah, let me know if we can do a survival check based on smell.
Would it be okay if I took the ring of force resistance?
Sure.
Okay.
I doubled my proficiency bonus. That's what it is.
That's. I would love that bottle if nobody else.
That's a
is
19.
19. Okay. You guys make your way through the forest, and with Razamol leading, it's you even find a nice path. However, as you're going through on this path that's allowing the carts to move freely, you come to a point where you see 3 goblins on the path ahead of you.
Sure.
And then 2 more. And now you have 5 goblins in front of you, and it seems like they were expecting you.
They just want to chat.
Sir Valiant?
Yeah.
The one in front throws a javelin immediately and misses.
Bullies.
You hear him go, shit. Hold still. And I need
There's no
everybody to
need
roll
for
initiative.
that.
Did we was that during the time in the camp we were all
5.
kind of like looting and stuff? Would that have counted as a short rest or no?
You guys have had a couple hours on the road right now, so I will allow you guys to take a short rest, yes.
Sweet.
And this, you said you do video game level ups.
Oh, yeah, you guys leveled up to 5, so all of you should have had long rests. Because I do
Oh,
do
okay.
video game level ups.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Me neither. Cool. I will absolutely take a long rest. Oh, 100%.
My spell.
Can-
So that means we get all our spell slots back.
Heck
Yes. I do what's called a
are we-
video game level up, which means when you level up, it's like this magical empowerment that has the same effects as a long rest.
Oh, let me roll for initiative.
Are we standing on a stone path right now?
It's kind of stoned. I just used a map I had. All right, so first up is this goblin up here who's going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to pull out his short bow and take a shot at Yaga. That's a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. Then this goblin, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to take a shot at Boculus with his short bow. And that misses so hard. Brex, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna. Does dismounting off the horse, does it cost movement?
No, I'll allow you to do it.
Okay. Yeah, he'll hop off the horse. 10, 15, 20. Stand right here. And I am going to. Cast Firebolt at this one right here.
Yep.
I don't know how to ping him. Yep, the one standing right in front of me. It is 18 to hit,
Absolutely hits.
and it is 11 damage.
You burn him alive. He is
Okay,
immolated.
yeah. And that will end my turn.
Next up is this goblin boss. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You guys rolled really crappy for initiative. He's going to throw a javelin at you, Sir Valiant. He gets 2 of these. First one's a miss for sure. The second one's a 17.
It does not hit.
Okay, so both missed. Now this final goblin here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to short bow at Brex. Uh, 16 to hit.
Yep.
4, that's 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
Now this goblin back here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. It's got an 80-foot range. Let's just make sure. No, you are out of range. All of you. So he's going to have to make his crossbow attack at you at disadvantage, Brex.
Okay.
14?
Yep.
One of those dice was a natural 20. That's why I was so upset. And I rolled a 1 on the damage die again. That's 4 piercing damage. And Sir Valiant, you were up.
Right.
You probably want an echo token. Let me go ahead and get it out for you. Mark it with purple.
Thank you.
Wait, where's our boy? Where's our big scaredy man?
What kind of horses did we get, by the way?
They're not war horses, but they are horses.
Draft
Riding.
horses.
Yeah, they draft or riding horses. I say from the grave. I'll stop talking. Sorry.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Nice. That is 12 bludgeoning.
Your echo slices that goblin in half.
Nice. Can I throw a javelin through my echo?
I'm going to say yes, because I don't know that there's any rules that it needs to be melee only.
Okay.
I will do more research, but for now, my ruling is yes.
There's a 17 to hit.
On the goblin boss, just hits.
Right. That is 6 damage.
Okay.
Piercing.
All right.
And now in my turn there.
All right. Revealing himself and charging out at Brex is an orc from the tree line.
Oh,
He is going to swing at you with a great axe.
Mhm.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
For a 12 slashing damage.
Yep.
Okay. Razamol. You and Yaga.
If I am on the horse and I use well, no, we're pulling a carriage. I'll do that. Never mind. We will go. We'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'll stay right there. And I will attack this orc with my spear.
All right, you have advantage.
23.
Absolutely hits.
Eight damage,
Nice.
and I get another attack.
He is bloodied.
The second one is a natural 20. I forgot to roll advantage, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, your max damage is going to be more than 7, so he is dead.
Cool. Didn't even need Yaga to do anything. And that's my turn.
Awesome. Next, another orc comes out from the tree line.
Is it a top? Is that? It's an action. Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to use his bonus action aggressive to keep charging at Boculus, and then he's going to make a great axe attack. A natural 2 ain't going to cut it, though. Boculus, you are up, and you are now harried by this orc.
I will wild shape into. What can I do? Half level into a war ostrich, please.
There it is.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
my
large.
God.
That's so good. And then bonus action, I'm gonna disengage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna run the hell away from this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, let me just measure this. Okay. To here. That's it.
All right, you charge Sir Valiant. You see this war ostrich charge past you on the path. And now, this Orog makes himself known. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do they have aggressive? They do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is going to attack you, Brex.
Mhm.
12 doesn't get it done, though, does it?
Nope.
All right, his second attack is even worse. Brex,
Awesome.
you are up. And
All
you
right.
are bloodied. I did not realize. There you go.
So I am going to use my loot. I'm gonna play like a really kind of somber tune because Rex is kind of feeling sad right now, and I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay.
So the thing in front of me, the Orog, is it a
It's a line.
aberration, celestial, fiend, undead?
No.
Gotcha. Alright, so then I'm going to also use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself. I heal for 8. Heck yeah.
All right. After you heal yourself, this goblin boss is going to charge at this ostrich and make 2 scimitar attacks. That
Okay.
is a 21 to hit or
Oh yeah.
7 slashing.
Okay.
I don't know what a war ostrich's HP is.
42.
Nice. And the second
Question.
attack, yeah.
Do I have to make the save while I'm in animal form
What save?
for with the axe?
Oh, yes.
All right. What is this fucker's constitution or wisdom?
No, use your stat block.
Use my wisdom. Right.
All of your mental stats say yours as a druid.
22. We're good.
Okay, awesome. His second attack is a 15
Yep, that it's
for max 8 damage. And you will make the save again, and you pass.
27.
Okay, now this goblin down here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to attack you with a scimitar at advantage. Yeah, 19 hits for 4 slashing damage.
25.
Okay.
Good thing I'm good at those.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, hello.
This one is just a dagger attack, but it is still with advantage. For 20. Just a 1. 4 piercing damage.
Okay. Uh-oh.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
You are now berserked. You keep attacking.
Just scream. Yes.
Screams in war ostrich. Sir Valiant, you were up and you realized that those goblins were there to lure you away from the soft, squishy bard.
Yeah, Valiant will look back and he'll make his way towards Brett. And he will summon his echo here. And I'm going to attack this orc.
Go ahead, you have advantage.
I'm going to use Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Yeah, that still hits.
Excellent.
Damn.
That is a 22 to hit. I'm sorry, that's 22 damage. Excuse me.
He is dead.
Heck yeah.
Nice. Okay. I will move my echo, the Orog. Attack through my echo. And That's a 25.
That hits.
No Great Weapon Master. That is 8 bludgeoning.
All right.
I'll action surge.
Hey.
No, Great Weapon Master this time.
Make sure you're rolling with advantage. He is flanked by Brix and Yaga.
Okay. Oof, that is 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
All right. No Great Weapon Master this time. That is a 27 to hit. Jesus Christ.
That hits.
All right. 9 bludgeoning.
All right.
Okay, I'll end my turn there.
Razamo, you are back up. Then followed by Yaga.
If I use green flame blade, am I just rolling to hit, or do I have to coat the weapon with it first, or is it just as I go to attack?
Yeah,
using
that's cast while attacked. You just
Okay.
burn the spell slot.
Well, it's a cantrip. But
Yeah.
Then I will make 2 green flame blade attacks. So would I use the weapons to hit then? Whatever weapon I'm using on it?
Yes.
Okay. First one is a natural 20. So that hold on. That's
Damn.
16. No. 16 19. I think that's 19 before the damage or before the roll.
Okay, then roll it.
Change it to the flat roll. And then another 8 on top of that for just the spear. I have to roll the
27, so you killed the org.
Okay, cool. Never mind. So that's just one attack. I will take out a javelin and throw it at the goblin. $19 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just 7.
Okay. He is bloody, but not dead.
With javelins, will that work on green flame blade too?
No, it's melee.
Okay, just checking.
And then Yaga's turn.
Oh, Jesus. She will, with the thing dead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. And then I will also move up. Or I move 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's
All
it.
right, Baculus. You are
Alright.
frenzied.
All right, let me roll d6 to see who gets it. The gang member gets it. That's an 11 plus. That's a 15.
15 hits.
Okay, it's 2d4s plus 2. It's 4 damage.
Dead.
That's it.
Okay. Dead. Brix, you are back up.
I am 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm gonna lob a fireball at the goblin behind Baculus.
I'm pretty sure you meant firebolt. Right?
Firebolt, yes. Oh, I always call it fireball. I'm sorry. Yes, firebolt. If I'm lobbing fireballs, y'all need to
Yes,
get
exactly.
him. Cause y'all need to get Brex. Y'all need to figure out what's going on with him. Cause if he's just lobbing fireballs, that's something wrong. Okay, I'm gonna roll to attack. That is a 24.
Definitely hits.
And ew, 14 fire damage.
Yeah, that's twice his hit points. He is dead.
Heck yeah.
Dead.
And I am then going to cast Healing Word on myself for a first level spell slot. And I heal for 7 healing. And that'll be my turn.
Nice. Next is the Goblin Boss, who is going to make his 2 scimitar attacks at this raging war ostrich. That is a 22 to hit for 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then 17 for another 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
He is then going to bonus action disengage and start eating 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is running away. Sir Valiant.
Man. All right. Summon my echo. Okay, guess I'll throw a javelin.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a 26 to hit.
Yep.
8 damage.
Okay, he is bloodied.
Can I throw another one?
Do you get 2 attacks?
I do.
Then yes.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, DM, just for clarification, I looked it up. You can make ranged attacks through the echo, but you can't use Unleash Incarnation as a ranged attack,
Okay.
which is weird.
6 damage.
Believe it or not, he is not dead.
It's just 2 javelins sticking out of his back.
Yeah, as he's running away.
I'll end my turn there.
Resimo.
Is it an action to switch weapons or to pull out my bow?
I'll say you can pull it out while you're running forward.
And then I will take 2 shots at it then.
I'm pretty sure you're only going to need 1, but go ahead.
Oh, spoke too soon. I don't think a 9 hits.
It doesn't. You're going to need both.
14 hit?
14 doesn't hit.
Damn it.
You're going to need none of them.
That's it.
All right, Baculus.
Yeah, so Baculus, the war ostrich turns and it just has hate in its eyes. But other than that, nobody's home, and it just walks up to this echo and attacks it. Unfortunately.
I meant to say this earlier. Doesn't when he transformed, doesn't all of his equipment like magically transform into him? So technically, wouldn't he have the axe?
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's frenzied right now.
Oh,
And he's attacking
That's
Sir Valiant's echo.
21.
That hits.
Yeah, that's
Goes,
unfortunate.
gone.
6, 7, 8. All right, that's that's it, I think. Or do I have to use my movement too? Let me look.
You don't have to.
Okay, and that's it.
Brex, there is a goblin running away, and you just watched your buddy attack your friend's spectral form that he summons in battle?
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
All right. Let me do some measuring real quick. Yeah, I'm going to throw a firebolt at the goblin that's running away.
Okay. Magic number 17.
14.
Fortunate.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash, and the goblin makes his way off into the trees. He escapes, but we are
Problem solved.
not out of combat. Sir Valiant, you look over at this ostrich who just attacked your echo, and it is staring at Yaga with hate in its heart. I'm going to step away real quick while you guys settle this. After Sir Valiant is Razamol.
Valiant looks around. Where's Boculus and what is this creature? He summons his echo. I'm assuming, yeah, Valiant didn't see you transform, so he's going to move his echo up and try to attack you.
Gave her nuts.
That is an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. 10
10
damage.
All right. Boculus reappears. Still looking like he's got some serious hate in his heart.
That was you. Okay. And I'll end my turn there.
Nobody's home. You guys notice the glassy-eyed look on Boculus's face, and he's gripping this hand axe that he had gotten from the orc. And anybody who wants to right now, I will allow to make an Arcana check. This is free.
Oh well.
-1, let's go. Fuck.
Anybody you say, DM?
I got 15.
Sir Pad, you're dead. Brex? You're thinking maybe that hand axe is cursed and Boculus isn't in control of himself. Razamol, you are up.
Yeah, for what it's worth, it does say I have to move if I fell the target. So
Oh, okay.
it's a very hateful axe.
I think how Razmol will play this. Because so far he hasn't really attacked anybody substantially. I mean, he attacked Valiant's Echo, but it wasn't Valiant himself.
I will tell you that you cannot non-lethal range attacks.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think knock him out. Attack. 2 attacks anyway. Oops. Oh my god. Razamol will go up and try to I guess grapple or restrain him, or I don't know if I can like try to grapple the weapon out of his hand, or is that a thing?
You can certainly try. It will be opposed athletics.
Oh,
Oh, don't worry, I'm super good at those.
Oh, I'm good at these, apparently. Wow, surprisingly, I'm really good at these. 23.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Okay, so Razamol, let me tell you what happens. You force this hand axe out of his hand and into yours. You now need to equip the Berserker axe on your character
no.
sheet as you instantly attune to the axe. Boculus, this does not unattune you.
Oh no.
Oh, hold on.
Am I still
PvP.
going
PvP.
berserk?
Yes, you are still berserked, and somebody just took your precious.
Give it back!
The hand axe, you said?
Yeah, it's called a Berserker hand axe.
There's like 3. I was making sure which one it was.
Give it back to me now!
I'm assuming I don't want to give it back to him now.
No, this is the most beautiful weapon Razamol has ever held in his life. You love this thing. You adore it. Boculus, it is your turn.
Well, is doing a grapple check, does that count as one attack?
No,
That's
that's your
two.
that is your action. So
Okay,
that burns
just making
that
sure.
action. So if you have a bonus action you'd like to do,
All right.
I don't think I have any bonus actions I want to do.
the
Nope,
good
okay.
news is, Razimal, you are not you are not enraged yet. We might not make it to town, folks. We might.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and steal that back.
Yes.
That's a 7. No, that's a 5.
Okay, that's an
Oh, fuck,
athletics
I
check
am.
from Razimal.
19.
Yeah, you try and grapple it away from him and you can't.
Yeah. And now you just see like Boculus is like shaking, like he's having withdrawals.
Oh yeah, and enraged.
That's
Brex, your friends are fighting over a hand axe. It is your turn.
Okay. I am not sure what to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can't cast Hold Person on them because neither of them are humanoids, so I can't.
Yes, they are. They are humanoids.
Oh, they are humanoids? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because I thought... Oh, okay. Cool, perfect then. Never mind. I am going to cast a 3rd level Hold Person on both of them. It is a 15 Wisdom save.
+2, let's go. I crush it. Fuck nerd. I'm just kidding.
Nat 20.
Oh, well, never mind. Screw both of y'all.
Stay away from the
I do have a question.
Yes.
Could I target the axe specifically? Since I know it's charmed, for example, could I throw a firebolt at it to kind of ignite it on fire to get them to like break or disintegrate in their hand or something?
This is a magical item. It's pretty hard to break a magical item.
Okay.
Knowing that it's cursed, you know that there are spells in the world like remove curse and stuff like. Too bad your paladin died. But
Yeah,
this is
very
where
true.
we're at. Brex, if that ends your turn, we are
That does,
back
yep.
at Sir Valiant, and your friends are fighting over a hand axe.
Valiant just shakes his head and slowly makes his way over. He puts away his weapon. Damn. I guess he'll use his echo to try to grapple Boculus.
There we go. That'll be opposed athletics.
All right.
Oh, Boculus is super strong.
That is a 15.
Oh, that's a 4.
So Boculus is foaming at the mouth. Just absolutely needs to get to this axe, but is now grappled by the echo.
And I'll end my turn there.
Razimal, you are up, but you haven't taken damage, so you are not frenzied. But this axe is beautiful. You want to keep it. It is the greatest thing in the world.
I will. Fuck. It's not what I intended when I went to hit it out of his hands, but.
Unfortunately, it's an attune on touch.
Yeah. Should have specified I meant to hit it with my stick, but whatever. I didn't tune to it either. Oops. Razimal will basically say, "Enough of this shenanigans. We must go. We need to get back to the city. Enough with your crap." And he'll walk away. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll pick up Yaga as he goes by, and she'll just ride with him. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and hopefully he's back to the horse.
Oculus, you are up, and that little fucking bird just stole your precious.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff and attack the echo.
Well, you're currently grappled, so you need to first break grapple. That is opposed athletics.
Um, okay, I can't attack with disadvantage.
Do I need to roll something?
I guess you could attack it with disadvantage, but
Yeah,
Then you
that
have to
seems like
attack
what he
with
would
any
do
other-
in the frenzy.
Doesn't it say you have to attack with any other weapon you attack with is at disadvantage regardless?
yeah, exactly. So no matter what, you're at disadvantage.
Yeah, perfect.
Just don't roll
Oh,
a
that's
one.
not it. 5.
That does not hit.
Yeah, Boculus tries to hit the echo with his stick and hits himself in the face.
Which is what I was going to make happen if you rolled a 1. So, above the table, this frenzy will not stop until Boculus is incapacitated,
Fuck.
which means knocking him unconscious. So, for the sake of brevity and the fact that we have 2 players who cannot participate in this, and I want to get them in here eventually, we're going to say that you guys hold on to Boculus and just use him as a punching bag for a little while.
Just beat him into the ground.
And eventually,
Erasmo will 100% do that.
eventually
I have
wear him
cuffs.
down
I have cuffs.
and knock him unconscious.
Tie him up.
Tie him
Throw
up.
him in the cart.
I have cuffs. So,
But I will tell you this, Razimal, when he does eventually wake up, he knows you have his axe, and he is going to want it back.
Just keep knocking him out until we get back to town.
You guys travel for the day and make camp.
I assume we can long rest. Or we gotta rest now. That's what we're gonna do. I see.
Brex,
Mhm.
you feel you need to tell your friends that their axe is cursed. You have a feeling they're not going to listen to you, but maybe
Yeah,
Sir
absolutely.
Valiant and Sir Dinnigan can be on your side.
I'm sure
So-
Valiant would.
I'm trying to think of how to do this. Brex will ask Sir Dinnigan. That axe, it's cursed. Do you have any scroll or anything kind of break the curse or anything?
Oh, that's a cleric spell that I don't have. Perhaps at the temple when we get there tomorrow, but I think it best we keep these two separated for the night. And perhaps a watch is going to be necessary.
Okay. Who would like to do first watch?
I guess I'll do it.
And Buculus, stand watch with Sir Valiant. Yes?
My precious.
Oh no. Maybe we shouldn't rest tonight and we should just roll through.
It's not a bad idea, but
So I take it I have 1 health.
Yes.
Okay.
All that's gonna happen is you guys are gonna take a point of exhaustion on your way to town if you decide to not camp for the night.
I'm fine with that. We need to get this taken care of.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made.
Big mistakes. Don't trust every item the DM puts in front of you. Lessons learned.
Yeah, just lucky I didn't grab both of them.
Correct. Because Thursday's table definitely did. Or Saturdays. And then their halfling wizard did exactly what Razimal did, fought one of them out of the hands, and then all of a sudden they were both obsessed with him. And they each had one, and they were just wailing on each other with them. It was good stuff. Welcome back to Tosin, folks. You guys roll in from the northeast, keeping Baculus and away from Razimul has been difficult, but something that you were able to accomplish. Where would you guys like to go first?
You said we take a. Sorry, go ahead.
Rasmul's 100% going to temple first.
Yeah, so temple's here. Mayoral estate here.
Wait, the giant building, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They did not need the giant donation Pat was trying to sell them. Sorry.
Don't
Crazy
you
big
remember this
building.
map?
I didn't realize the perspective of the temple versus every other building in
Oh yeah,
town.
look at this clock tower.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
And
they
then look
are
at the
not
temple.
in need of the donations that I was trying to send them.
The mayor's mansion, the temple. Yeah. Okay, so as you guys are rolling into town, Baculus is shaking like a crack addict who hasn't had a hit in a week. And but it's kind of somber as people look into the carts. At first people are excited to see you guys. But then they notice Sir Pad laying in the back. And you guys make your way to the temple steps. There is a cleric, an older gentleman, shorter. He's got a long white beard, and you guys approach and welcome to the Temple of Oranthia. Oh my. Is it funeral rite you seek?
Not just yet. We heard there's a way to. Well,
You seek a resurrection.
correct.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Are you sure? Not only is that costly magic, but it's... Are you sure it was the wishes of the deceased?
From what
He
we
saved our
know,
lives more than once. We at least need to try. We owe that to him.
I didn't know him very well. Could we at least maybe speak to him?
is that even possible?
I've heard there are some spells that can commune with the dead. I've heard. I've never seen them done myself, but
That is...
yes.
It's quite profane magic at this temple. If you've the coin and the wish, we could set up this ritual, but it will take 3 among you to assist. Are you willing?
Razmal,
I
I
am.
think you should help, and I'll look after our axe. Don't worry.
Ignore it.
Ah, no, I can't. I will. Never mind, because I'm exhausted. I can't.
What?
Ugh. I was going to attempt to pick up a stick and convince him that that was the axe, but I have a disadvantage on ability checks because I'm level 1 exhausted, so I can't. I don't think I would pass it.
Brax, there's a cleric standing right in front of you. Why don't you tell him what's going on with the axe?
Oh, sir, I have to tell you, this young man, well, bird man, has an axe that has cursed them both. One of them is very insane and is
Oh.
acting very crazy. Would you please help?
Oh,
He's talking about you, Razimal.
That is quite all right. We've seen this before. Could you show me your beautiful axe, little bird? I wish to admire it from afar.
It's a trap. Protect the axe.
Now you're on the same team.
I
That
was about to
is
say fuck.
that is a 22 persuasion if you're trying
Oh,
to
okay.
resist.
Sure. Do I have to? Can I roll insight against that, or how
Yeah,
would
I will
do
allow
this?
you to try to beat it.
Uh.
Wisdom
do I-
saving throw.
Oh, okay. Do I have advantage because I really want to keep this?
No.
Okay. No, I don't beat it.
Okay. And you're like, yeah. And you want to show off this beautiful axe. And in a
Flourish
flash,
it around.
he casts remove curse. Now that does not remove the curse from you, but now the axe is safe to touch. And he walks up and he is going to cast greater restoration on Boculus and Razimal, which clears you of your curse. And you come to, Boculus, realizing you thought a stick was more important than stick. How could you do that?
It's Boculus just starts bawling, just hysterically. And he's like, penance! I must pay penance! Is this a stone church by chance?
It is.
And it just touched the ground and cast meld into stone.
Boculus disappears into the stone. And let me find the map.
What do I do? What does the hand axe become? Does it just become a mundane hand
Nope,
axe now?
that's the wrong one. It's this one. Yes, it is now just a +1 hand axe.
Okay.
So you guys escort Sir Pat in with the clerics. They take you to a room off to the side where there's this raised altar. And they take positions. And whoever the three are, need to take positions here if you wish to perform this resurrection spell.
I'll move up. I don't know if Yaga counts as the second one or not. I doubt it.
No.
Okay, I didn't figure it. She's on my shoulder regardless.
Valiant will move up as well.
Sir Pad's a bear.
I think I know technically the shifter features end while you're unconscious, but he did die while shifted, so I like to think that while he's not receiving the benefits, he is still in like werebear form.
That's how I pictured it as well.
Are you not a werebear when you don't shift?
Yeah, he looks just like a really hairy guy.
Not gonna lie to you, I thought you had a bucket helmet on. I forgot.
He does have a bucket hat. Helmet.
H&M screwed me over by deleting the character sheet before
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
so I didn't have the token.
He is a monster like that.
So this is how this works. Base DC for the first resurrection starts at 10. Each of you are going to tell me what you are going to... I run resurrections like Matt Mercer. Each of you are going to tell me what you would like to say or do to try to convince the soul back into the body. I will decide what kind of skill check that will require. You will roll. It is either a pass or fail state, and that will either raise the DC for resurrection or it will lower the DC for resurrection. So the clerics... Go ahead.
Does Greater Restoration remove exhaustion as well, or no? Is it just
Yes, it does, actually.
Okay.
Is that for everyone or just them two?
He only cast it on those two.
Gotcha.
So The three of you watch as these clerics get together and they set up candles and incense, and the room becomes very cool and quiet. You can hear yourselves breathing as they begin to chant, and the room becomes heavy with the feeling of loss and searching and yearning as a light begins to illuminate over Sir Pad's body. Brex, you find yourself lost in the chanting, and it's almost like you're swimming in this sea of light. You've left this room, and you're searching for the friend you barely knew, but who would help save your life against those goblins. What would you like to do to try to convince Sir Pad's soul to return to his body?
Rex, I'm not 100% sure he would. Brex would be contemplating the idea that it was his fault and would be wanting to mainly apologize to Sir Pad that he didn't step forward and do what he could when he had the chance. That few seconds in between felt like lifetimes. Seeing the life just fade from him.
Make an insight check.
$13.
You reach
It is
out.
a disadvantage because I have exhaustion.
Yeah, you reach out, but it's DC's 10, pass or fail state only.
Oh, heck yeah.
So
cool.
that's a pass.
Heck yeah.
You reach out with these feelings, and they're heartfelt and they're true, and you feel a connection made with this spirit, and you feel a warmth come over you, like forgiveness. Sir Valiant, you too find yourself washed away in this sea of white light, reaching out for Sir Pad's soul. What would you like to do to try to convince him back?
Valiant will he'll tell him in a somber voice. I remember what you told me. How you wish to redeem honor for your house. And I wish to help you accomplish that. But from what I can tell, the decision to come back to us might not be ours to make. That's what he'll say.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, with disadvantage?
Are you exhausted?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 2.
Okay. Razimul, you too find yourself in the sea. What does Razimul do?
Sorry, I was trying to find it. The thing I typed. Ugh.
I'm broke came prepared. It's sick.
Okay. Alright, now I can see it all. Sir Pat, you went down defending us, and we can't be thankful enough. We offer up this ritual as a way to pay you back, or at least I do. I can't speak for the others. Even though I don't know your kind or your traditions, how you want to live or how you want to die, I know the way of the warrior, and I feel like your tale is yet to be done. It would be a dishonor in that way of the warrior to not offer you this chance to fill your tale with many more. If you decide you want to live again. I could have done more. I should have been on the front lines fighting with you. For that, I am truly sorry. Either way, whether you want to live or if you want to pass on, I will accept what happens. And he'll kind of bow and say a prayer, I guess.
Make a religion check.
16.
Nice. So with 2 passes and a failure, the DC has now become 8. I have a physical die in my hand, if you can see that. And I will make this roll right here on my table. I will take a picture of that. No, I won't, because my phone died.
Oh no. Move your camera down to it. Unless it's like mounted.
It is mounted. You guys are just going to have to trust me that you rolled exactly an 8.
Oh, shit.
Wow. So, the light becomes brighter above Sir Pad. And then a beam of light comes straight from his heart. To the ceiling before all the light is extinguished in the room. And everybody kind of gasps and pants before you hear Sir Pad take a breath on the table in front of you.
Valiant, he runs over to greet him.
You run up onto the
Rather
altar.
will do the same.
And you begin to help him up, and he seems sluggish and slow. And he looks up at the two of you. What have you done? Why? I am a paladin. I protected life and died doing so. I oppose all things undead, and now you have made me undead? And he begins. There is panic in his eyes. He clutches at his chest in pain. As Sir Paddington becomes Oathbreaker, he is abandoned by his god. What have you done? And he screams in rage and morphs into this large beast. Frenzy in his eyes. as he roars out at all of you and begins running from the temple.
Balin is stunned.
He wasn't undead, right? Like did his wounds heal, or he just started breathing again?
Sir Pad was adamantly against resurrection. He saw it as a form of undeath. He saw it as unnatural to be resurrected. And in doing so, violated his oath.
Yikes.
The clerics look on absolutely stunned. Oh, that thing. What? You must go. Leave here now.
Kazuma kind of looked at him and like, what went wrong? This shouldn't happen.
Some souls prefer to stay on the other side. I specifically asked if you were sure it was his wish. Oh my. By the gods, just leave now. And they begin rushing you guys out. Sir Denigan looks at you guys and goes, I need a fucking drink.
Little do they know I'm still in their floor.
No, you did that outside.
Oh well, I'm outside then.
Yeah, you're under the
Perfect.
you're under the hedge maze.
Oh, perfect.
And Sir Denigan just begins to walk towards Logan's last chance. We are about to take an ad break on the stream, so this is a good time for us to go ahead and take a 5-minute bio break. And we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Cool.
All right.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a bit dramatic. Led by Sir Dinnigan, leaving Baculus in the stone behind, you all begin to make your way to Logan's last chance. Baculus is going to stay back at the temple. Melded into the stone for penance. Sir Paddington has run off somewhere. Let's get us into Logan's last chance. You guys find yourself back in the familiar tavern of Logan Certain. There's a couple militia members in here drinking. Two rather strange looking folks. It's a quiet night. It's probably, I'd say, around 5-6 o'clock in the evening. Deoris, you're sitting at a table by yourself. Why don't you describe your character?
So he looks like a drow, from behind especially. He's got very thin, like, gray wispy hair. Kind of, I don't want to say in a mohawk, but it's almost like a strong receding hairline. And he's wearing studded leather armor. And you can see, I think most notably, a very thick potion belt at his waist. And if you see him, if you're paying attention, you see him turn his head, you can see that there's like almost black veining going through his neck and his face.
Yeah. Does he have a drink or food or?
Yeah, but it's probably not very. Like, it's just lightly picked at.
Okay. And as you guys make your way further in, you notice that there is a full-on drow in the tavern as well. Galestra, please describe your character for us.
Yes. All right. So you see brooding in the corner, Strider in Lord of the Rings style is a pale porcelain skinned, platinum white, kind of shoulder length hair. Drow. Hood is down on her black robe because she's indoors. So you can see she has piercing red eyes. Now the white part's still white, but the irises are red. She has black finely made robes with a red inner lining and black high-heeled boots with white soles. No visible. Well, I take that back. There is one visible weapon, which appears to be a very well-made short sword of elven make.
Hmm.
And she's scanning the room.
Get out of my way, you fools. As Sir Dinnigan makes his way to the bar. Listen, I know I said what you served was swill the last time I was in here. I apologize. Please give me the strongest ale that you have. Of course, right away. And Sir Dinnigan orders for everybody in the party, and the ales start to line up on the bar. He signals for you guys to come and join him. Oculus isn't here. Look, gotta remove him. Razimal, do you join at the bar?
I don't think. Wow. No, I don't think he would. I don't think he would have went in.
Oh, really?
No, I think Razimal would have tried to track down Serpad.
Okay, I will leave you
So-
off the map for now.
Yeah.
Sir Dinnigan, who you guys know has just been nothing but a pompous asshole since the day you met him, grabs his ale. While I don't normally make toast like this, I I've never seen anything like that shit before, so to Serpad, and hoping he doesn't hunt us all down one by one. And he holds up his mug of ale.
Rex is holding back tears, and he'll hold his up and clink his with Sir Denigan and go, "Well said, Sir Den."
Hey, he starts drinking it down.
Valiant is just staring off into the distance, lost in his thoughts as he drinks his ale.
This
Rex,
was.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Brex will notice this and turn and kind of lay a hand on Sir Valiant's forearm and just say, "I know you two are close. I could tell it. I mean, you could see it in the air. Are you okay?"
To be honest, I've lost a good amount of people in my life, and losing another one, it felt like I had to do something. It felt like I had to try to bring him back, but Guess that was a mistake. I should have honored his wishes. And he'll take another swig of his ale.
You know, they say doing the wrong thing for the right reason is still the wrong thing, but I feel like we all had like good intentions. I just wish the Pad's oath wasn't so hard on him. I guess I don't understand the whole thing. It's just
You see,
appalling.
the thing about paladin oaths that they can be rigid, very stern, but they don't have to be. It really depends on what was in the paladin's heart when he made the oath. So, while it might not be a tenet of Solaris that such a resurrection be deemed profane, what matters only is that Pad believed it to be.
Tears are now kind of falling down Brex's face. I just hate he has to live a life that he never wanted for himself because of us.
I don't think I'll be able to forgive myself after this. We'll need to find him. Speaking of which, where's Ramazol and Baculus?
Baculus said something about penance and disappeared into the ground, which isn't the strangest thing I've seen him do this week. So, there's that, and you know what? We need cheering up. Brex, sing us a song.
Thanks for the follow.
Brex kind of lightens up and starts wiping his face. Oh, Sadin, I'd be honored. And he will walk to. I don't know if there is a stage somewhere.
There isn't. But
Okay.
Like, there's a clearing right here by the hearth.
Yep,
This is
absolutely.
A fireplace.
He will chug the rest of his ale and then walk over here and he'll pull his lute out.
Did you take the entertainer background?
I'm almost positive I did. Let me see. Yes, I did.
Okay. So I just wanted to know that way. Along with this playing, there will be some rules. Galestra,
Yes.
this small half-elfin boy with a lute, suddenly matches the description quite well of who you were looking for. Could it really be that easy?
She leans forward interestedly in her chair, tilts her head to the side, and just watches.
Brex, make a performance roll.
All right.
Her eyes seem to be locked on Brex for the time being, for sure.
All right. It is a 17.
Nice.
Before he starts to play, he will clear his throat loudly. This melancholy tune I'm about to play will, I hope, lift our spirits as well be used to remember a dear friend that we so quickly lost in our adventures. I would like to dedicate this song to Sir Paddington, and he will begin to play his lute.
Yeah, and you do so quite well. It's beautiful. And Sir Denigan is kind of waving his mug in the air, already getting drunk because he's a lightweight.
Love it. Love it.
Deoris, this bard who just took it upon himself to start playing in the tavern that was pretty quiet, peaceful 10 minutes ago. Doesn't sound half bad.
Yeah, I mean, Deoris isn't particularly emotionally, like, in tune with himself, I guess. But I definitely think he'd pick up on the vibe of the song.
Off screen, Razimal, I need you to make a survival check.
Is Tosin considered a forest area since it's surrounded by forest?
Go ahead.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think you're beating a dead horse there.
I literally have to ask. That's the whole shtick of my class.
I love it though.
I've already identified the character who asks if they get advantage all the time.
That's a 6. I'm in a city or a city in general, which Razzle has never seen before, so Razzle would have like followed the party to this place to know where they are, and then he would have walked the exact path he went back to the church, and then started his investigation. But he's in a place he does not know, so
What was your roll? I didn't see it.
a 6.
Yeah, so at first it's quite easy to follow the bear tracks through the town and the roads. But then once it hits the grasses and the hills and goes into the tree line, it becomes much more difficult. And you lose the path. This is so good. Thank goodness, Razimal, because if you would have kept up on that path, dude, that would have been one-on-one with an Oathbreaker Paladin, and I don't think you stood a chance.
Thanks.
Dang, respect for trying, though, bro.
Yeah, man.
This will be part of his flaw.
He was going to send it for the RP. I love it.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh shit, I'm not going to tell you no. Razimal,
Did,
you...
Brex,
I've been a
Go ahead.
2-on-1.
Go ahead, John.
did Brex finish playing, or is Brex still in mid-song, or what's the musical status vis-a-vis Brex?
So I kind of cut
Um,
away while
yeah.
the song was playing, so imagine he was mid-song while I was handling that thing.
Yeah. I guess he'd be kind of coming to an end now. And he'll finish, and I'm assuming a few people, especially I'm assuming Sir Denigan would just clap like it was the best concert he's ever been to in his life.
Yes, and you make 4 silver and 4 copper in tips from the guardsmen.
Absolutely.
And for performing at the end, you get a free room.
Perfect. Brex will take a really beautiful bow and then walk back over to the bar with Sir Valiant and Sir Din.
Actually, throw in a copper, too. You were right next to me. A gold, sorry. I don't know. I think it's a copper there, but gold.
As I walk by
That's
him,
crazy.
I go, "Thank you, kind sir."
Tipping gold.
Big spender.
Also, since
Very smaller bills.
And you said how many silver and copper? I'm so sorry.
It was 4 of each. That's what I rolled.
4 of each? Okay.
we could also, since the transaction of Sir Pat has happened, everybody can have, or at least the 4 of us, Valiant, Bacchus isn't here, and Brex, you can add 551 gold.
Holy cow.
So that's what would have been divided from the goblin fight if Sir Pat didn't come back, so.
You can have Bacchus' share. That's part of his penance. You guys can split that.
Oh, fuck. Well. Hold on, let me do the math for that.
Brex would see a strange but beautiful female dark elf approaching, um, lightly clapping her hands together and walking up, and would tap you on the shoulder. Excusez-moi, est-ce que vous Brex Berelez, n'est-ce pas?
Um,
Do you speak Undercommon?
oh, let me look.
That
I
was
speak
common.
common.
That was a common with a thick Underdark accent. That's what that was.
Love it. I speak common, elvish, and goblin, so I do not speak uncommon.
So the dialect and accent is very foreign to you. We decided, by the way, that Underdark is French.
I love it.
Amazing.
I love. I took French in high school, and it was an experience. I love French so much. Could not speak it to you at all, but I still loved the class nonetheless.
Yeah, I have a very bastardized form of it.
I think the only phrase I know in French is "Est-ce que je peux aller à toilette," which means "Can I go to the bathroom?" That's the only phrase I know.
Omelette du fromage?
I don't know what that means.
It's just a cheese omelet.
I love it. All right. Brex will kind of look over his shoulder and go, excuse me, did you say my name?
Yes, I'm looking for. I am a. How do you say? Believe it or not, you are a big star in the Underdark of this land, and I am a fan, and came up here because I heard rumors that you were in the town and were playing the music, so wanted to introduce myself.
Well, the pleasure is all mine. I'm really that big of a star. He'll kind of like nudge Sir Dinnigan. They know about me.
You have. She would rattle off like 2 or 3, if you've written songs, 2 or 3 or 4 names of songs that are actually names of your songs that are celebrated down there in the Underdark. You're like the David Hasselhoff, basically, of the Underdark.
Oh,
love it.
awesome.
This little bard from Dayton, like,
Yeah.
you're big in Germany, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that last one. Most people don't like it. I'm very, very surprised. You know it.
Yeah, well, our culture is a bit, different than the upper regions of this land. So, what maybe they do not like up here, we like quite a bit down there.
Oh, well, that is wonderful. I would love to come and play for y'all sometime.
Wait,
It would be my honor.
wait a second. Sir Dinnigan is drunk. This guy. I didn't even know who this guy. I saved his life a couple of days ago.
And we will, a good superstar musician needs a good bodyguard, we. So,
Bodyguard?
that is what these 2 individuals are to your left and to your right.
Oh,
Bodyguard?
Dinnigan looks over at Valiant. Bodyguards?
no. These are just my traveling companions. I'm so sorry for the misinterpretation. These are just my traveling companions. No bodyguards here. I'm not that popular here.
They are your road crew? They do the setup?
Roadie?
Mm,
Sir Dinnigan
no.
turns to Logan and goes, just give me the bottle, man.
I'm sorry, I do not understand. Do they play too? Is the one do the drumming and? Well,
No,
it's nice to meet you. Can I sit with you and just talk a bit more? Where are you going? What are you doing? Are you on the tour?
Yeah, you sit with a big star. I'm coming over here. He plops down.
Definitely not a good bodyguard. He is leaving you alone. I shall protect you from your fanhood.
Thank you so much. That's not necessary. I am so warmed that you think so highly of me. But here you have to understand, I am just a lowly commoner who plays a lute just for fun. I find it so inspiring that y'all deem me so highly. Can I please ask, what is it like where you're from?
Well, and by the way, sitting this close to her, you would see she has all sorts of arcane runes, very, very, very lightly on her face.
Mm.
And if a shadow hits her, they kind of glow a little bit more, kind of like the entrance to Moria, but they're pretty subtle otherwise.
Mhm.
It is obviously like nighttime there all the time. Beautiful crystalline structures, waterfalls, minerals, precious gems, the mushrooms, the caverns, stalactites, and the stalagmites. It is it is not like anything up here, at least as far as I have studied, except perhaps an underwater cave complex or cavern is the most similar, or a very very wet, dark, mushroomy place in the forest. Is the best, or how do you say, uh, comparison that I can make to it.
Well, it sounds beautiful. You must take me there sometime. I would love to play for your people.
We shall see. Well, what are you here for a bit, or are you traveling to generate a buzz? Where is your next destination? I would love to spend some time and maybe work on a documentary of your travels. I could send it down to my people, and I was thinking of writing book about you. Maybe some cover notes and liner, lyrics, signed lyrics, or things like that. I could send. I'm just kind of working on a project, and it is you.
Well,
I do not mean to throw this all in your face. It is a lot, I know, but I thought maybe I could do a observation.
I don't mean to cut in, but you didn't say what your name was.
Je m'appelle Galestra Orlindar of the Orlindar noble house. It is a noble house down there. It is nothing up here.
See, pleasure.
Enchanté. Oui.
He'll
Yes.
grab your hand and shake it really enthusiastically. Very delighted to meet you.
Sir Dinnigan is holding this bottle and drinking from it. He looks at Deoris and he goes, "Hey, buddy, do I look like a... Oh my goodness, what happened to your face?"
There's Benny.
I mean, Deoris is definitely not ashamed of how he looks. And he'll turn to Denigan and tell him, this is what peak perfection looks like. And I understand if you're not ready to accept that, but
He looks back at the drow and then to you and he goes, "I died at the camp. I'm in the hells. I'm in the hells. I died at the camp. That's what happened. This is all."
I would certainly see you in heaven, as I've only achieved greatness in my life.
He just tips the bottle back. "I'm Sir Dinnigan Upper Crust of the Brighton Upper Crust. First in line to inherit my father's business."
So Deoris isn't really wearing a hat, but I guess he'd nod towards Denigan and take a drink from it, a very small sip from his water. You can tell he's really disgusted by the taste of water, which I feel like should say a lot about Deoris.
What is your name, peasant?
I mean, Deoris definitely doesn't take that well. But he does. Like I said, he nods towards Sir Denigan and says his name is Deoris, but he does not give a surname.
Deoris. Well, do I look like a bodyguard?
Oh God.
He's ripped, right? Like he's definitely in shape.
He is in shape, and he is wearing golden gleaming armor from head to toe, like encrusted with jewels. He's got a cape, like.
And so Deoris is not really in touch with the music scene. So I think looking at Brex and how close they are, he's definitely gonna assume he's like a celebrity bodyguard. And that he's greatly misjudged what is going on, and he's like, dang, I should have tipped more.
And it's about this time, Razimal, that you arrive back at the tavern to see everybody in conversation. Sir Denigan is wasted.
I think Razimal would join Sir Denigan.
Ah, bird peasant. Good to see. Where'd you go?
To try to find the Sir Pad. Can't just leave this be. But I lost the trail, so
He turned into a giant angry bear. Probably wasn't the best idea to attempt to serve him roast quail.
I'm assuming I know what alcohol is.
Yes.
Okay. Did I have anything for him? I'll kind so you have a drink in his hand?
Yeah, he took the bottle of whiskey from Logan. He's got a bottle in his hand.
Did he finish it yet, or is it still
No,
empty?
it's still probably 3/4 full.
He will kind of I don't know how he would do this. He definitely doesn't feel like it's a right with given everything that's going on and given everything that we know right now. Getting drunk is not the move. But Sir Denigan is a friend, so he doesn't know how he would, I guess, relay that. Or...
He kind of looks and sees the look on her face. He's like, I'm making a fool out of myself, aren't I, bird peasant?
For someone that says they're nobility, I think so. We have other tasks at hand that we need to handle.
That's right, the orcs. He says that out loud. And suddenly the entire room goes quiet. Deoris, this might even catch your hackles. Galestra for sure. Hearing that the orcs.
What is this talk of the ox, Bex? It does not sound good.
Razimal will kind of jump in and say, "He's just kidding. He's very drunk. He meant porks. He wants some porks for
We inside
breakfast
that?
tomorrow."
Make
Can I
a
insight that?
make a persuasion check.
Oh, shit.
Razimal, and anybody may insight.
Shit. Where the fuck is it?
Actually, this would be deception. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. It's the same. Oh no, I'm good at deception apparently.
I rolled a
Not
natural
very
1 for
good.
the guards.
Oh!
So the guards are like,
Mm.
yeah, fucking porks. Actually, everybody.
Let's go.
Drunk asshole about to start a fucking panic in the middle of town.
So then again, I think you've had enough. Why don't we take you back to your clan, your home?
That's
I'm assuming you want to go back to your house and sleep in your own bed.
that would be nice, but that's 3 weeks on the road. I will get a room. He just
Brex will offer his free room to Sir Dinnigan.
he stumbles upstairs.
I will help him, I guess, upstairs.
Yeah.
Upstairs into the room.
I guess Logan would have gave me a key, and I'd just hand
Yeah.
Razumul the key.
Once
Yeah.
I get him up there and situated, hopefully before he passes out, Razumul will ask him, Sir Denny, again, who do we go to talk to? Who do we tell about this?
We must report back to the mayor.
Now you the rest. Now lock the door. I'll
He
take
had
out
a
piece
point of
cake.
exhaustion, guys. You skipped the camp. He was gonna get drunk fast as hell.
Yeah. I'll write a note saying we went to the mayor's office. What time of day is it? Morning? What time
It's
did we
it's
say?
like 5 or 6 in the evening.
I guess I'll say that we'll meet him back here and the next morning or something like that.
Yeah, you leave the note and shut the door to the room.
I'll come back down and talk to Valiant and say we need to go take care of some business Sir Didigan is taken care of. He'll, I'm assuming, very much be out till the next morning.
Sounds good to me. Gives me an excuse to stop drinking. He'll set down his cup. Brex, are you coming?
Oh, yes, and he'll turn back to Glestra. It was very nice to meet you.
Are you leaving? Can I perhaps shadow you? You know, get some information for my documentary.
He'll turn to Sir Valiant and Razumul.
You
Is
won't
this?
even know that I am here? You know, I'm just pretend like I am not here, please.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Of course you are.
Think of like an 18-year-old TikToker who has now become famous. That's how Brex is thinking right now.
At first glance, does Galestra have weapons on her that Valiant can see?
She's got a really nice, finely made short sword on one hip, but otherwise just robes.
Do we see like a wand holster? I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt you, man.
Wand. No wand, but she's got like she does have a pouch of various like a belt with various component pouches. What appear to be component pouches around it.
And I'm sorry, Brex is sitting really close. So would he had noticed the sword?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's like a priceless ancient. Like it looks like something out of a museum.
Interesting. Okay.
What does Valiant know about Drow? Exactly. Well, like what do we know in general? I guess.
Yeah, are they also slavers in this world too?
Drow and Minhal are very. They meet every stereotype. Slavers worship the Spider Queen, matriarchal. Yeah, not named Lolth in this world. I don't have a name for the Spider Queen. This is the first Drow of Minhal, so let's
Hey.
go to a name generator
God.
and let's establish some lore.
Absolutely.
For what it's worth, Deoris was also once a drow before whatever happened to him happened to him.
So the first 2 drow.
Absolutely, yeah. That's awesome.
By the way, Galestro, you would have seen a little Kanku come in with a walking stick and a lantern on top of it.
Ooh, I like that one. My Reese.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds cool.
There we go. The Spider Queen Maurice.
Maurice, I cannot move it anymore.
Yeah, Galestra's just trying to. She's trying to process a bird creature. She's probably well.
Yeah, not a
looks
lot
like
of Kinku.
academic fascination. Yeah.
Not a lot of Kinku in the Underdark. Not a lot of Kinku on the mainland.
She'd like tap Rex and go, "Is that a Kenku?"
I'm not sure myself. I grew up in Nathan, and we barely have anyone resembling what Mr. Razamol is. So I think it is a Kinku. I think that is what he described himself to me earlier as.
Also, Galestra, while I don't have the token pulled up, he does have a drake, a small dragon with him.
No,
Oh yeah.
she's in the lantern right now.
Oh, she's in the lantern. Never mind.
We're in town.
That is fascinating. He must mimic the sounds, so you get like a bit of a echo or reverb effect with your lute when he is on the stage with you, n'est-ce pas?
You are very much misunderstanding our little gang here. We will definitely fill you in on the way to the mayor's. Shall we get going?
It is all right if I come along then. I promise you, no funny games. I'm just here to observe.
Are you well adept with that sword, I assume?
It is more how do you say decorative than combat. I can sling a spell or two. And she'll chuck some dancing lights around the inside of the bar area with a plum and with yeah, I can do a bit of have a bit of the panache, the showmanship. This is just an example, but I know a spell or two, in case things get difficult. But I'm really here just to, get this book written to take back to my city state and inform them. It will be big seller down there, big seller. But I do not want to take up any more of your time. Please go on, and I shall just be back here, following and observing. And she pulls out a book, a nice-looking book it's clearly not a notebook, but she just realized she probably needs to look like she's making notes, and it's like an equally valuable-looking spell book to the short sword that she has.
Considering Brex is sitting so close, he is slightly tipsy, but can he notice that this is not a notebook?
You could try. You can make a perception check, and while that's happening,
Sure will.
Razamol, you're watching this drow talk, and then you can kind of feel the hairs the feathers on the back of your neck stand up as this other drow-like creature is now like standing.
Oh, I'm
at the
not
bar
rolling
behind
with
you.
advantage. Oh.
I'll turn around and be like, "Hello, friend.
What did I just
Can I help
roll?
you? Mind your way."
I rolled perception, right?
I see it. You rolled a 23.
Okay. I haven't been rolling with disadvantage because I am a level 1 exhausted.
All right,
So would you like me to roll again?
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Okay. Oh, well, 22. So that works.
Holy
Cool.
crap.
I'm a good bard. I love it.
Yeah, Bricks, you're looking at if that's a notebook, it's an
It's
impressive
her spell
notebook.
book.
It's definitely
it's her
not.
spell
Yeah,
book.
it's a spell book.
He's gonna lean forward and kind of lowly whisper, just enough for her to hear. I'm not famous, am I?
Do you really want to go down to the Underdark? You know, most drow are not like moi.
Um, I'm not sure. I've never been there, and you're the first person or thing like yourself that I've ever met, and I'm just wondering, that's not a notebook. That's very much a spell book, and I was just wondering, are you lying? Because here, I'm no more than just a. I mean, I have made a name for myself, a tavern or two, but I haven't really made it yet. And it's really wild that I haven't made it here yet, but where you hail from, I am seen as a celebrity, and I find it very hard to believe. And I,
Well, perhaps you are astute. I apologize for the subterfuge, but I'm not quite sure how to say this other than it is. I have been I am aware of you, and I have been following your music, but your music is not necessarily the reason that I am here. It is, however, uh, very important that I join with you.
Valian looks over to Galestra and his eyes narrow. So, why exactly all this subterfuge? Be straight with us.
I was hoping to, I don't know, I was hoping to not cut so grand a profile. You know, a little lower profile, just being a little fan, keeping the notes on Michel Brex. Maybe I am able to ingratiate myself into your group eventually, but he has proven too perceptive and too astute. So I would like to. I know that there is difficulty here. I know that there are things that are not right. Also, I am on the run from my people, so I have no place to go.
Hmm. I
may
see.
I ask why you're on the run?
I am a bit of a researcher there. My family is alchemists, scholars, scientists. The strongest and smartest of
Two
us
things real
tries
quick.
to.
Deoris, you definitely heard her say that she's comes from a family of alchemists. That piques your interest. Two, Galestra, as you're starting to explain, you kind of look around and see where you are and think maybe not the best place.
Okay. So she'll stop there and go. I do not know what to do to make you trust me, but I am a fairly powerful wizard, and for now I can simply say that you will be in better situation if I am with you, Paul, than if you travel alone. It is dangerous out there. I
Does
can explain
Razimal
later in le privé, le salon privé, private. Excusez-moi. Excuse me.
does Razimal notice that Darius Darius and notices that she said something? Does he make a face or expression change?
I don't know. Upon hearing the alchemy thing, does Deoris make a outward expression?
Yeah. He's also gonna make kind of like I like an arrogant sort of expression with his eyebrows when he hears mention of the Underdark too.
Keep those. Might as well keep that to himself.
But Deoris will sort of gesture towards the sword at his hip, and ask Razimul, sort of in a low voice, you know, did I hear your friend right? Did you mention orcs?
No. This guy said he said porks. He's hungry. He's had a long day. We didn't sleep last night.
I mean, I do specialize in monster hunting, so I thought I would ask and offer my services. But if there are no orcs, of course, there's no issue, no need for my services.
Monster Hunter, Razimul, that might be helpful. Knowing what you guys know about the incoming invasion. Valiant, you hear that too.
You said Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'm actually part of the guild. The Hunters Guild.
Valiant, you would definitely know that there are several different monster hunting guilds, established
Right.
guilds, throughout Minhal.
Obviously, Valiant would notice his face. Like, what does his face look like exactly?
I mean, dude's looking like he's got leprosy, except his skin is also sort of like scaly. There are like talons and horns growing where there should not be talons or horns. There's open lesions. Dude does not look physically healthy at all. But he does look like a drow. Like, same skin tone. Not exactly porcelain white, but I'd say more like a gray. But also that same like whitish hair. You can tell he was once a drow for sure, but he's been through a lot.
If you don't mind me asking,
He definitely looks like he's fought some monsters.
Yeah.
pretty sure we don't know him, but we honestly could use any help at this point. And maybe it's not such a good time to talk here specifically. Valiant kind of looks around a bit. Maybe we should go elsewhere and finish this conversation.
Boculus, are you going to continue your penance?
No, I'll show up. Bust through the doors and give a.
Yeah, to add to the just wildness of this Galestra and Deoris, now a humanoid elephant walks in? The day has just become so much more interesting.
Equally academic fascination to the Kenku. I forget what the name of what are the elephant people called?
Loxodon.
You always say Loxodon as well as a Kenku, Michel? Fascinating. It is like the books of the Great Library coming to life. I get more than I bargained for, eh?
And Boculus kind of approaches with his hands up in the air, and he's like, "Callisto has forgiven me. Now, Where is Sir Pad? I am ready for a good old argument about our gods. Where is my good friend? I do not see him amongst you.
Who's gonna break it
Sadly.
to him?
Rasmus gonna break something. I don't know about to him. Maybe to him.
Let's just say the resurrection went wrong.
Oh God, Sir Pad hasn't turned into that monster, has he? Pointing at whatever this guy on the end's name is. Dioris.
Oh man. I mean, if there's one thing Deoris is confident in, it's himself.
It's not very
Oh.
nice, Baculus. This is one of our new compatriots.
I'm sorry. Well met. I am Baculus. And he extends his trunk.
Yeah, I think similar to Galestra, you know, there's an almost like scientific curiosity. You can definitely tell that there's some more animal qualities to Deoris. His skin is sort of scaly. He's almost like lizard or bat-like.
Oh,
You, sir, are quite the sight.
Speak for yourself. Look at you. Don't see many
yes.
Loxodon this close to cities.
Oh no, certainly not. These places are very gross. Very, very gross.
The same goes for the Kinku.
Did you just call the Kinku gross?
Well,
Excuse me, good sir.
I mean, you can tell Deoris is flustered. He's not very good with social situations. But yeah, in terms of uniqueness, he's definitely interested in the more animal humanoids of the group.
Yes, and then go to the other end and say, "Oh, madame, who might you be?"
Bonjour, my name is Gilestra.
Oh yes, very well met. And then he also extends his trunk.
She will look like she
These
thinks
two-
for a second.
These
remember
two
something
guards
she's
get
doing,
up and they're
then
like, "Shit, I
takes
just
it.
want to fucking have a drink."
It is nice to make your acquaintance. Enchanté, I am sure.
Oh yes, lovely to meet you. Will you be joining this wily band of people?
It is looking like perhaps that is the situation. And she'll lean over to Brex and whisper in Brex's ears and like, but mouth it so Baculus can see as well. And she says, "I know about the orcs, monsieur."
Rex's
Oh.
eyes will kind of widen and he'll reach over and kind of grab Sir Valiant's.
did Valiant hear that?
No, but he's going to like try to signify him that something's up. She knows something.
Oh, well, nobody told Baculus that she doesn't know, so Baculus is going to be like, "Oh, they told you about the orcs, did they?"
Sure. The quiet grows again, and Logan is like, "Are you? It wasn't funny the first time. What makes you think it'll be funny the second? You trying to cause a panic?"
We should go. We should go out of the spa. That's where we should go.
Yes. And Brex will take 4 gold out of his pocket and lay it on the counter and kind of slide it to Logan, and he'll go, "For your troubles."
Well,
And
thank you.
get
He
up to
swipes
leave.
it right up.
Superstar.
4 gold. Jesus. Ales are a couple copper. He takes it. He doesn't even question it.
That was the point. Just.
As we're leaving, I want to let
Oh.
Logan remind him no more animal heads.
Oh God.
Of course. No more animals on my walls. I understand.
Perfect. This is second installment, and I give him 20 gold coins.
Oh goodness gracious! I thought you didn't have any money.
No, I had money before that. Don't worry.
Oh.
I can give it all up.
So, I will allow you guys to try to find a quiet place to talk outside of the listening ears. You have the map at your disposal.
Is it nighttime?
It's getting there. Yeah. The sun is setting on the horizon.
Is this like a little? Whoa, that is drawing. I did not want to draw. I wanted to highlight. Is that a little? I'm trying to
Yeah,
like.
there is an alley there
Cool.
between the This is the mayor's estate, but yeah, you can make your way through there.
I was just gonna say maybe we could walk and like kind of see like if there's like a little clearing in these woods right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
absolutely.
the woods. I recommend the woods. Razumal is quite good at making spots in the woods.
Sardinigan's not here. Let me pull up some tokens that aren't on here. As we will go ahead and reuse this map as you're clearing in the woods.
It's just camp scene.
I think we lost somebody.
Yeah, Jory went to the one-shot alley
Oh.
for some reason.
Is there a reason why you changed channels?
I'm
Guys, I know he just switched channel. I'm so sorry. I misclicked.
Oh, it's
You're
fine.
fine.
I was just gonna go make fun of you live on stream. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, rough.
You were about to
Well,
get roasted.
I am embarrassed enough. You're good.
Okay, so yeah, you guys find a clearing in the woods, having just been told that Galestra knows about the orcs.
How exactly do you know about the orcs?
Dungeon Master?
So, do you remember why in your backstory you were developing your tools?
Yes. Okay. My family is a bit of a
Now, you don't have to
My,
reveal
okay.
that. You don't have to reveal that. You could just say that your clan, if you don't want to reveal backstory too deep this early,
Sure.
you could just say that
Okay.
your clan is aligned with them and helping them, and that's why you left.
My house is as I said before, the drow, almost all of them are far darker in temperament than me. So they are very much on the side of the orcs and are assisting them in their plans to the invasion plans. So that is how I know. It is a common speak in the Underdark of their machinations.
Well, I'm not aware of that. That's how are we supposed to trust you exactly?
You do not see my kind up here because we do not come up here unless we are on the run from something. I am very the sun and the light is very difficult for me. It is painful, so I would not come up here and expose myself to harm's way if it was not for something important. I do not believe in their cause. I do not believe in their aims. They seek to control. They seek to wipe out. Everyone deserves without chance said liberty, at life. So I blow up my family's research and run up here.
How noble of you. Could use the
So
help.
Kathleen needs not lost on me.
What does everyone else think?
Rasmal will kind of look at how do you say your name? Is it Darius? Deoris?
Deoris.
Deoris. Got it. I'll look at Deoris. And what's your what's the word? Stick in all this. You seem to know what she's talking about. You picked up when she mentioned alchemy. Do you know this woman?
I mean, I was once part of the same circles. And I mean, I don't know how invested Galestra is in, society and people below her. But I know, at least according to the background info, that people who joined the Simic Combine are sort of shunned, whether leaving a group or entering a new one.
And there's not just that, but if you're male drow, then you
Yeah.
kind of have like this innate fear, even though it's been many decades or years for you. Just seeing a female drow just strikes that, like, it's that fear of the dark that we all had as a child that sometimes we still feel as adults.
You can see the way she carries herself and that the blade that she has, that short sword, that she was in a position of significant authority within her family.
Yeah. I mean, Daenerys would have been incredibly low class. He essentially left the Underdark seeking sort of more advancement. I mean, initially through study, but eventually through the Bane.
He has come up here to find a cure for whatever ails him.
Oh,
Physically.
no, this is, I mean, if you ask about it, it's incredibly self-inflicted.
It must be very dark in the Underdark when you were doing all of that.
Oh, I've done this all on the surface. This
Oh,
started in the Enclave, and I became obsessed. The chemicals they have access to are they're something that the rest of the people cannot get access to.
is this a drug thing?
I mean, Deoris is gonna deny it, but I DM. Can I roll deception and say no?
Yeah.
Insight. Oh, that's
All
not
right.
good. That's a 9.
You're a
I rolled a
druid!
16.
So yeah, you believe him, but how does a druid only get a 9 on a wisdom check?
Yeah, dude, that was
Yeah,
my dumb
on my
stat
on
too.
my
Nice.
on my plus 7. Yeah, pretty rough.
Yeah, no, absolutely not drug related. It's totally steroid. Like it takes steroids, but in a positive way.
Huh. Interesting. And to what god do you call?
The only god here is me.
Damn.
Do I get smited? DM, do I get smited?
You don't,
That's
but
his-
take inspiration for the balls on you.
I think you should go to that tree and pray to it for forgiveness.
I am a combination of all the greatest aspects of anything I've come across. And I truly challenge you to find somebody more perfect than me, in form or in gear.
Well, okay.
I wish Sir Dinnigan was here so bad. Why did I have to make him drunk?
I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, where is Sir Dinnigan? Oh, that's right, he passed the fuck out.
Gillespie
And-
scribbles in her back of her book, inferiority complex. That one.
Yeah, dude has a wicked Napoleon complex. Like he's super short.
And
I was gonna say, how
Galestra-
tall is he?
Yeah, like he's medium but short enough that you recognize he's got a problem about it.
Oh, Well, yeah, Baculus is 9 feet tall, so.
Yeah. Dude's like half your height, but he looks at you like you're eye to eye.
And Galestra, who do you worship?
Most of my people worship the and what was the name of it that you came up with?
My Reese.
Maurice, the Spider Queen. I was a bit of a check the box worshipper of her, but now that I am up here, I really do not follow anyone. The magic of the weave is what I
Wait.
subscribe to.
Are you saying your people worship a great beast?
We, an ancient and dark arachnid power.
I
One of the oldest and the greatest.
You just see
but-
Baculus's face like light up as you say that, and he's like, "I wish to discuss some further with you later."
All right, but it does not mean that I am a follower of her. I just have an understanding of the basic theology.
Oh, that's more than enough. You can tell me all about her.
All right, it is some dark sheet, but happy to do so.
Yes, I do say if you ever bring your god around, don't make sure you warn Razumul first, or he'll throw a spear at you.
All right, understood.
Yeah,
Do
Razumul
you
will
have
kind
any
of.
other questions? Have I assuaged your concern?
What were you saying, Razumul?
Razumul will kind of give Darius the side eye, or Deoris the side eye after his comment, but like he's just thinking the kid are ignorant. And then he'll kind of like walk closer to Galestra to kind of inspect her, and he'll say something in Draconic, but he'll walk back or he'll go next to Valiant, but he won't.
Sort of inspects you back a little bit.
I don't know if you speak Draconic or not.
No, I have never seen a Kenku in person before. Only in the readings.
I have never seen someone that looks like you either, but then that's not saying much where I come from.
Can you repeat what you said in my underdark accent? I know you're kind of good at the mimicry.
Try to say something.
What, I will just say the quick fox jumped over the lazy dog.
And I will use my trait or whatever, mimicry, and repeat it back.
This is the first time he's used this ability in front of all of you, and it is like almost a perfect recreation of Galestra's voice.
Yeah, Baculus is floored by it.
Rex starts to clap.
Oh, it is a. And she kind of cites like some basic Kenku lore.
Yes, well, up until about 3 weeks ago, I've never seen a non-Loxodon before, so it's all very new to me.
Meanwhile, Sir Valiant is kind of looking around and going, "How the did I end up here? Oh, what choice did I make that
Exactly what
put
he's
me
saying.
on this path?"
Honestly,
Rex is just sitting on the rock watching.
Yes, and
She'll go over to Brex real quick. Oh, go ahead.
since I want to just address the group here and let you know that during my penance to Callisto, I have upgraded my power, and we shouldn't have to worry about death anymore. As long as I can get to the deceased quickly.
We wouldn't have to worry about the dead had you helped earlier.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
big words coming from the guy laying down in a watchtower.
We still did more things than you.
Oh, I believe I put 7 healing spells into the comrades, with 4 of them going into Sir Pad.
And I killed several of the enemies attacking our comrades. What did you do? Who did you kill?
What? I do not kill. Killing is for beasts only. It is very, very unclean for us to fight in human form.
Hmm.
But
Your
you
god does not-
transform into so many animals. Why not use the animal to do your
Well,
bidding?
because when I turn into the animal, I cannot heal.
But you can deal damage and help us.
Oh yes, but had I not healed, we would have had much bigger problems.
Part of that
We
is
did have
true.
a big problem.
Yes, but I believe my unicorn spirit made 3 healing spells give 5 characters healing. I think without that, we would have been down more than one character, more than one friend.
Thinking
I'm sure he
back-
tried his best, everyone.
Thinking back, there were some healing spells. And maybe everybody is just feeling the emotional weight of having lost Sir Paddington.
Yes,
Grief
But-
affects different people differently.
yes, but you don't have to worry. Now I can bring back the dead, and I can also now I can summon the spirits of Callisto to fight.
Even more of a coward than you were before.
Are they
Ouch.
always like these? She asks Brett.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Are they always like these? Engaging in the contest of the piecing?
Well, I barely know them, actually.
We don't have this contest where I'm from. Can you explain it?
It is. It is a figure of the speech. Oh, you know, like when the two lions are in the savannah together, and there can be only one, so they growl and snap at each other until one backs down. That seems like what is occurring. I do not know if it is productive.
And at this moment, there is a montage as Baculus remembers all the time him and his best friend Sir Pad went back and forth about their gods and whose was better.
Damn.
It's heavy and emotional. It was always a pissing contest, but it was won in good faith. It was banter among friends.
Yes, I must ask. Can I borrow one of somebody's dagger, please? Or short sword?
I don't have one.
I have a scimitar if you'd like.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll work. Might be a little more difficult, but that should work.
I will hand him one of my scimitars.
Yeah, and then you're gonna see Baculus. He says, "You're lucky. Most almost no non-locks, no people that aren't loxodons have ever seen this. That's a lot of double negatives." And he takes the scimitar and carves Pad into his arm.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
And he says, "Our fallen comrade shall never be forgotten."
No way.
But it's also like not written super well because he used a curved blade.
Oh goodness.
There's no way.
And then he thanks you graciously and hands back the.
I feel
the
like I have to
scimitar.
say for the stream, we do not endorse self-harm here in Minhal. And remember that this is a fantasy game.
Absolutely.
Yes. No malice
Damn, he is-
intended.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it's like scarification. It's body adornment.
Exactly. Next time, maybe find a tattoo parlor. But to go on.
Yes.
Yeah, and Baculus over it casts a healing spell so that it heals quickly,
And,
but
well,
the
I guess
scar
here's
is there.
The question: if I had done that with 1 health, do I fall unconscious?
Actually, yeah, I think that's funny. Brex, you better heal the
I was going to say,
Blocks it up.
confusingly, Brex will walk up and cast Healing Word and heal him for 7 healing.
Oh,
As
thank you.
Oculus went down, Galestra looks at Brex and she kind of looks at the rest of the group. Yeah, you need us.
Yeah. Deoris, the god, and Galestra are definitely needed.
Yes, and as
Absolutely.
Oculus stands up, he of course says, "Oh, the power of Sir Pad is so great that Callisto has divined I fall into a trance. Thank you for helping me out of it."
This is why I do not follow the gods. Wait.
Oh. And with that,
Yeah, I'm
folks.
changing my name to Deoris the God right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, you have to spell THA.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. With that, folks, we are going to go ahead and move into Stars and Wishes. And next week, you will make your way either to go to bed and then tell the mayor, or immediately to the mayoral estate to report that the orcs are coming. I'm going to start. John, are you familiar with Stars and Wishes?
Yeah, I always get them confused. Star is like what you liked, and one thing you liked, and then wishes is something you'd like to see, right?
Yeah, and there's no limit. You can go on a list. I'm going to go ahead and start. I have a list for tonight. Scimitar, definitely making that into an emote for the Discord and the Twitch. It could be really hard to introduce new characters into an already established party. So it could be kind of awkward and fumbly at first, but I think we made it through it. We got there. You know? Stars for tonight, Boculus, the melted the stone in shame was pretty funny. Razimal for just holding a fucking grudge. You know, sometimes you gotta hold a grudge.
He's been making
Absolutely.
it worse. There's more things I want to say, but I'll save them for next week.
Don't push it too far. You guys are a party. Let's not break the party up. PvP was fun tonight, but let's not make it a regular thing.
Well, Boculus thinks that it's just banter and that Razimal is becoming his best friend, so don't even worry.
Oh my goodness.
Brex for
I love it.
the naivety of just like, oh, of course I'm famous in the Underdark. Valiant for being just the level-headed, how the hell did I get here character. Like, you are the only one. You summon this echo of this, like, demonic-looking knight with, like, glowing eyes, and that is the least of this party's problems.
Yeah.
It is great. The dynamic at this table is awesome. It's always great to have new players at the table. Like I said, typically they're not this awkward to fumble around, but we had to introduce new characters tonight. Afterwards, we're back on mission starting next week. Wishes, I hope everybody had a good time and that everybody's here again next week. Next, we will go to Jory.
Hooey, that's me. All right. So I think first of all, Stars. Yeah, it's got to be tough joining a party, especially like we're 2 months into the game.
Yeah.
I know we missed a couple of weeks, but it's got to be tough joining up. So props to you for giving us the lore to sort of establish a character thus far. Especially introducing French's canon, I thought it was kind of funny. Wishes. I'm looking forward to combat and seeing what the party has, sort of all together. I mean, I think with the MVP, I'd still do our new player. I think we've done that in the past.
Okay, yeah, that is the other thing, John, is that after your Stars and Wishes, you vote on an MVP. That's just a way for players to reward other players. It could be for something cool that they did in roleplay or combat, however you want to, and then that person will take inspiration into the next game gifted by their fellow players. OSP, what you got for us tonight?
No, I think this was a great session. the French is fantastic, and also like the introducing your character under false pretenses and then just rolling with it is fantastic. So good. Everyone I think did really good in the RP. Razumul is, I love your commitment to the character's strong will and whatnot. In the face of all the memes, he continues with all of his strength, and I love that. Wishes. I'm just looking forward to the combat with everyone. I think now that we have another caster type, we've definitely got a very well-rounded party in terms of combat. We've kind of got all of the roles filled now, so that should be a lot of fun. Definitely. John gets my MVP vote for the dedication to the accent, and also for it like being good. That's the dedication is one thing, but it actually being good is a whole nother story. So that was fantastic.
I feel like that was a jab at my voices. Okay.
No, yours are fantastic too. Everyone's are fantastic.
Kyle, what do you got for us?
Stars, yeah, definitely. Having to come into a session and introduce your character so quickly and become well acquainted with these characters you don't really, and these people that you don't really know, is like really not really difficult, but it's sort of difficult to kind of endure. Like he said, it was kind of awkward, and y'all handled it. It's really fun to witness that, and the accent is really, really cool. I'm a big lover of French, and I think that really awesome. Yes, definitely. I will, reiterate, Razumul's dedication is really, really awesome. I love staying true to your character. I like it a lot. And the same goes for Baculus. I still feel like you are still staying true to your character roleplay wise, and it's just really refreshing to see you really roleplay the character, you and Red. Wishes, I think also I would like to see combat too. I really want to see everyone handle themselves in combat. I'm really excited. And yes, MVP also goes to John as well.
Now see.
Nice. Patrick, what you got for us?
For starters, I was really impressed by the French. that did catch me off guard for sure. But like everyone else said, like it is impressive that you're able to come into a campaign that's been going on for a while and just meld with the world so well. It's impressive. My hopes is just to keep playing.
Yeah, I'm sorry about last week, guys. I really didn't want to cancel.
Oh, it's fine. Dude. I know how it is.
And, hey, don't feel too bad. I wouldn't have been there, so I'm kind of really glad you skipped because I wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, sane.
First off, like everybody else said, the French was amazing. It's nice to see somebody with a different dialect. And the bigger props, I think, is just playing a female character. I've been in a couple tables where somebody's tried to do that, and they either don't do a voice or it's not really that good. But yours is with the French; it goes hand in hand. It's perfect.
Cool.
And the whole thing with Baculus, it's 100% in character. Like I said, I still love your character. It's very funny. Eventually, we'll figure out why you do what you do, and I can't wait. No ill will, no nothing. All in character.
It's best man at Baculus's wedding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Funny enough, you think with you saying that, I do think eventually something will change between us, and it will become that. Just because of the fact that we are now also the only two animal kin left, so that'll be interesting. Maybe a little bit with the new guy, Deo or whatever. But it's interesting dynamic. I did not see the resurrection coming.
Yeah.
So that was cool and planned out. I love that. and it's gonna, the fact that he's still out there is gonna affect Rasmal. It's gonna be on his list. He's gonna try to finish that at some point in time. I don't know when we're gonna get to it, but it's not done with that.
Yeah, and it will definitely it could have failed, and but it worked. I rolled an 8 on an 8 DC, so it was as close as it could possibly be to failing without failing. But yeah, it was either you guys were gonna get it done and Pad was gonna come back angry because Jory kind of spoiled it by deleting the character sheet so early and all that. So
Bro, if I had left the name in the picture, I feel like nobody would have even noticed.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't even notice. I'm gonna be honest.
okay,
Me
You
neither.
also spoiled it with the title for the YouTube, I think.
you guys aren't supposed to be able to see
Oh, what did you title it?
Bear Trail.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
But yeah, even with that, I still was like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" But
Hey,
yeah,
new
didn't see
player
that
to close
coming.
us out. John, what do you got?
Yeah, I would say I want to star the dungeon master for getting. I feel like you were good at getting everyone involved and like checking in on people to make sure that everyone got time, and I thought that was really good. And then also like being able to like let me know when I might have been saying too much, given the context of things and stuff like that. That helped me kind of adjust the stuff that I was doing. So thank you for that. I kind of think the map system is pretty interesting, and I like the different maps too. That's really cool, and they come fast and they don't like take forever to load, which is nice. So a fan of that.
This map that you're on right now, I did not make this one. This is a Patreon. Dice Grim Dragon, I think, or I'll have to look it up again to where I got this one. But most of my maps are made by me. I have an incarnate, like this was made by me. This was made by me. I make most of my 99% of the maps you guys will see in the game were made by me.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's super cool. I liked how Brex / Kyle. I think you totally played with what Galestra was doing, which I'm sure came out of left field when that happened. So I thought that was great, and I kind of thought that you segued really well and kind of knocked me off. Had made me kind of have to figure out how to respond when you're like, you're not really you're full of beans. So I thought I was impressed by that for sure, and I can already visualize a lot of your characters. So everyone, I think, is really good at kind of putting some personality into their characters. So I think that's what separates a good game from just a nasally playing a video game type thing. So I liked it.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Absolutely.
Glad you enjoyed yourself. With that, we are going to sign out of the stream. As always, I will stick around in the Discord for 10-15 minutes. Anybody got any questions or just wants to talk about the session? Thank you for everybody who came and watched tonight. We hope you have a wonderful night. Say goodnight to the chat stream.
Bye, chat.
Good
Bye,
night.
chat. Good night.
I was muted. Bye, y'all.
Bye.